Hi everyone, so happy you took the time again to come over and watch a new video from Dyanne, and my name is Janny. And of course, if you are here for the first time, we are doing on this channel lots of DIYs, home tours, home decor and shopping trips. So if you like this content, I hope you will consider subscribing. And of course, we are making already a little start for an early fall. So if you are into that, you are at the right place. So come along with me and see what we are up to. So here you see I have 4 milk cans I bought already a while ago for $1.99 each, and I'm going to make them in pairs. And you see here my inspiration piece I saw already online, and you see already he is very nice, but he is 42.49. So I am really was thinking this is a little bit too much, so I'm going to try to make this from each 99 into a high-end for cheap decor piece. So we will see how this will turn out. So you see I found my 2 colors. I'm going to try to do them in the dark gray color. It's also a wall paint, and this is also a wall paint, and this is a little bit of the lighter blue. In a moment I can show you immediately. You don't have to wait. I hope it will look okay. This is the dark gray color, and of course I'm sorry if this takes a little bit. I hope I get the lid off. And this is not the darker gray. You see already that is the green. So I'm going to get the bucket with the blue color. So I'm back again, but I am when I just saw my green color, I really was thinking maybe the green also would be a nice color. So I did a little piece on top of one of my milk cans just to try out the color, and I am really loving the color. So I am going to change my mind, and I'm going to do 2 of the green and 2 of the darker gray. So I will paint all of them, and then I show you how they look like with the first coat. Of course I have to show it to you in the camera instead of over here. This is not really the greatest. So I will do both of them, and I will show you how they look like. So you see already I did the first coat on top of my little cans. And you see already it's one big mess, but I will do a second or maybe a third, I don't know. This is not really covering very well, but we're going to see how far we come. So this is a little bit how it looks like with one coat. So you see my little milk cans are all drying right now. What I'm going to do, you see already one big mess with wooden pieces on my table. I am just going to look for what I will use for as a little tag on top of my milk can, because of course you can use a print to Mod Podge it on top of the front of your milk can, but I want to use my milk can for different seasons, so I am not going to Mod Podge something on top of it. That's way I'm going to use wooden slices or something which is fitting for the fall. I have here a little hedgehog, sorry. The name slipped my mind. And of course I have some roosters. I have some, also here again, some pumpkins, and I'm going to look for what I will use as a tag on top of my milk cans. So, but if you like a little bit better to do a little print on top of it, you're free to do anything you like which is fitting for your decor, I always say. So I am going to figure out what I will use, and then we are going to do the top of our milk can, our lid, because it was very difficult. My idea was to do it in some furniture wax, but that doesn't work. So I'm going to do this with some twine. So, but I show you that in a moment. So you see already here I have the handle where I did try to wax it, but that doesn't work. Probably if I sand it and then do the wax, then it will perfectly work. But they already did some piece of coat of, I think, a little bit of the paint on top of it. I don't know. But what I'm going to do is just going to do a little glue on the side. And I already tried one of my milk cans, but this way is not the perfect way. But at this moment I don't know how I can do that a lot better than I do right now. But of course, if you have better ideas, let me know how to do it so tight and nice that it only looks like this way. But I need, when I will get it a little bit tight on top of it, I need to do also a little piece on the side. So if you have a better way, let me know, because I would love to hear. And you see already I'm just cutting off a little, a couple of meters of my twine, and of course I'm going to just turn it around on the sides first, and then I'm going to work my way on top of it, and of course just do some glue here and there on top of it so you can work it out. So I'm just doing a little bit of glue over here just to give it a little bit that it will stay better in place. And of course just do the way you think is right, because on this moment I don't really have the greatest idea to do this. So, but I hope someone is watching and is saying if you do this or this and then it will go a lot better. I really would love to hear. So I'm going to work this one in totally, and then I show you how they are looking like. So you see, this is a little bit the best I can do on this moment. Of course it looks okay, but it is just not totally to my taste. But we are going to work on that. If I have more of these cans in the future, I will definitely try to do something else. What I'm going to do right now is just take a little piece of twine, just do a little longer piece over here, and then I'm going to make a loop over here. So I'm just going to tie it just like you do your shoes, and I'm just going to try to do it in the middle, and I hope I show you in a moment. I show you a little bit better. So just make a hole, not over here. And what I'm going to do right now, just take it this way, and I'm just going to turn it maybe 10-15 times again, like I have a little big line around my, and of course work away the open spaces, because you don't want to have open spaces on your can. So I'm going to tie this again, of course with the same I have used over here, and doing again. So now I'm going to cut it off, this piece, so I have tails for doing my little pieces of wood on top of it, my wooden slices. We are going to work with that in a moment, but you see already now we have our band around it. And of course you can use ribbon if you like ribbon much better than twine. Just go ahead to use ribbon. And of course you see the inside of my can, and I didn't paint it that well because I will do something inside of it, but you won't see the inside again. So this is a little bit how he is turning out with the lid. So this is my piece, but of course if you have, like I said earlier, if you have a better idea, just let us know. So you see here I have all the wooden pieces I will use for to hang on my milk can. I already took some colors, the orange, the brown, the red and the blue. What I'm going to do, I'm going to paint a couple of them, and then I'm going to glue them on a slice of wood. And this one I will use separately, and of course I will paint this color, but I did the back side also a little bit in the furniture wax to give it also a nice look. So I'm going to paint this one, and I try to do it a little bit in the fall colors and a little bit in the white colors. So we will see how this will turn out, and I show you in a moment what colors I chose. So here you see a little bit the colors I used. I used a little bit of the orange, the dark red and the brown. And of course you are free to do any color you like. If you like more in the pink or the purple colors. Just do the colors you like. This a little bit more traditional colors, but choose your colors you like. And I let it dry for a moment now, and then we are going to place everything together. And of course the hedgehog and the pumpkins, they will stay separately, but for this one I am 4 slices of wood, and then we are going to glue them together until one tag. So, but I let it dry first. So you see here I already took a little bit of my white marker, and I just did one side of the slice I did in the white color. I am not really sure if I use this color or if I will use this color. You can choose, anyone can choose whatever they like. If you see it this way, you leave just one leaf on top of here and just a little bit of the darker red over here. And if you glue this together, you have one nice tag to already have on top of your little milk can. Of course, it's not really the farmhouse with cows and with all the animals, but this is a little bit more of the fall. So I really loving this. So I'm going to make a couple of the sets. Of course, I also make one of them with the brown leaves, and I will do a little hedgehog on top of here. So you also get another nice tag for on your can. So I will make them and then I show you how they turned out. So here you see how I decorated my milk can, just before to show you a little bit of inspiration how you can decorate it. I have one of them. In the grey one I did a little fern from IKEA in. If you'd like a little bit more of the neutral and don't want to go all the way with orange and other colors, so here you see, just do a simple fern or something in the green, and you already have a nice piece just with a little touch of fall. And you see here in this can I did some 2 branches from the brown leaves, from this leaf, 2 pieces, and I did 2 of this one inside of here, and 1 pick over here with some berries. And you see it already makes a nice display for on your table or on your kitchen table, anywhere you like. And you see here I did here in the green the same, but the opposite. Also a green fern, just to show you, also with the little hedgehogs on top of here and the little pumpkins. And you see already you are just can make with some easy things, you can make your own little display, and I am really loving it. And I just hope you like to see how a milk can also can decorate it, because normally you have, like I said earlier, you have some animals on top of it, of some birds. But this time I really did something different, because I thought maybe a milk can also be in this way and even give the farmhouse look. So, and it's much cheaper because this one was so cheap. So you see, you don't have to pay a lot of money for just a high-end look. At least I think it's a high-end look. I let you decide of it. So, but I just hope you just enjoyed watching. So, and before we go further to our second DIY, I have to tell you that this video is again part of our Farmhouse High End for Cheap collaboration. We are hosting together with the beautiful Kiki from Kiki's DIY together. Every month we have beautiful guests who are joining us. This month it is Lisa Marie from Living My Best Life with Lisa Marie, and of course Donna from Creative by Nature DIY and Decor, and the beautiful Lori from Lois Bly DIY. So I have a link for all the 3 ladies in my description box, so go check it out. And of course Kiki, thank you so much for hosting this again every month together with us, and we are so happy with you all. So everyone go check out the playlist you find also in our description box. And again, like I always say, enough talking, let's jump into our second DIY.
found my inspiration for this DIY on the Hobby Lobby website. I think that these pumpkins, this Thankful and Blessed sign, is really cute to remake. They're now in sale for $9 US, but the original price is $15 US. And I think I am perfectly able to make something like this out of wood, maybe not with the same background, but I'm sure, or with the same backstand here, but I'm sure that I can make something that looks like it. So yeah, let's get started crafting. Okay, to transfer the image to the wood, I printed out actually the complete picture from the Hobby Lobby website. I'm going to cut this out, and then I have a sort of pattern that I can lay upon the wood. If it needs to be bigger, of course, then it's a problem. You just draw your lines a little bit bigger around. But to be honest, I'm going to Janny's place for the wood, and I don't know how much wood she has left. So yeah, this is just an indication. This is the larger that I could print. If it needs to be smaller, then I will be cutting the image smaller. And then just draw a line around the, oh, screaming kids outside. Just draw a line out around the figure where you need to sew. Here's a silhouette of the 3 pumpkins in paper. And if you need to draw, lines within the solid figure for, well, example, this leaf here, or the separation of the 2 pumpkins, just cut this one out here, or this figure, just like making a 3D card. And then you can lay that upon the wood or the cardboard or whatever you're crafting with, and then you can easily draw lines around the pumpkins, around the stands here, the leaves here, maybe even the letters if you want to. That makes it a really easier, and also easier for me at least to work neat in this way. So here we are at Janny. This is the power tool, the power saw from Janny. This is my paper. I'm going to draw a line around, and this is the wood, so then I'm going to sew everything out. And then you have really cute pumpkins attached together. Well, we're almost there. These parts are a little hard to use to do with the great large saw. So I'm using the figure saw for the parts here, and I also use the file here to roughen, to smoothen out these rough edges here and also here. So I'm going to my place, use the figure saw, and make these things complete. Then we can start painting. This was what I just meant with the idea of cutting out the middle part. Now I can draw a guideline to see how big this pumpkin needs to be. It isn't completely in the same size cut it as I drawed it, because that was super hard to do. But now we have just a little bit of a guideline where we can work with. Here as well. So I'm just drawing around the paper so I know how these things are just going to be straight. This. Okay. Well, I'm going to make these 2 orange and this one will be white. Therefore I'll be using different types of paint. I have white chalk paint. This is a mix of acrylic and chalk paint, I believe. Well, at least it's orange. And this is for the leaves on the end. And I think I'm going to make these tiny, how do you call that? Not twines, but forgot the name. The wooden parts upon top, I think I'm going to make them black because I don't have brown available right now. Yeah, let's start painting. White is done. I also did the sides here and there, so you get a really cool color combination all around. Time to open up the orange paint, and I hope it's going to be as good as the white paint because that quality is really, really good. To mix it up, it became thick on some parts. Just give it a little stir. There we go. Now, I think this one needs several layers. One isn't enough for this job. Just completed the rest of the pumpkins. Super cute. Well, the good thing is that you can use the top parts here, which are still unpainted, to hold your whole creation. Well, this isn't as neat as I wanted it to have, but I think I'm going to mark that with just a permanent marker. Just a little black line to make it a little bit more, yeah, modern. Time to wait and let this whole thing dry, and then I'm going to apply an extra layer of orange paint because that thing doesn't cover up everything. The white is okay though. Well, I think I want to put some letters upon it. In the original we had blessed and gather upon the orange pumpkin, but to be honest, I think my pumpkins aren't that large enough to write down so many letters. I have, well, a pattern here made out of metal, and I just want to lay it down like this and then use a pencil here to mark the letters and see if they're in the right place. And then I'm going to paint them, or maybe using a marker. Don't know that yet. Anyway, I want to write down hello and here fall. But you can do it your way completely. That is totally up to you. This is how I wanted it to be upon the pumpkins. Well, it's not perfect. I'm totally aware of that. But I think it is pretty cute. Time to draw over the letters. This is just pencil, and now I'm going to put on some more definition with a marker. Well, let's see how it turned out. All the letters are drawn now with the marker. Here we go. I think I also am going to make definition here between the pumpkins. Or maybe I just don't. Nah, I don't think I do. Then it becomes really harsh. Drawing with this thing was actually much more harder than I thought it would be. But anyway, I'm really happy with how the letters are upon the wood right now. So, yeah. Cool. Now it's time to put some beeswax here on these parts to make it a little bit more brown, and then we can finish it off with some twine and leaves. Here's the beeswax. Well, our country isn't used as a furniture wax, but Janny and I use it for crafting. This stuff smells really, really bad, in my opinion. Janny likes the scent. I personally a little bit less, but nonetheless, it is a cool stuff. Okay, and you take something upon your brush. Always use a special brush. Just work this way, I think. And start brushing out the wax. Also want to do the back to give it a little bit more of a high-end feeling. Be careful that you're not waxing the sides, because I painted the sides. This is weird. There won't be beeswax won't attach to these really spots actually. Don't know why that is. Maybe something happened to the wood. I have no idea. I don't have it here either. Weird. Just do it until everything is covered up, and then let it dry for quite a while. Don't know how long. That also depends on how much wax you're using and the type of material that you're waxing, of course. But yeah, ventilate your room really well when you're using this stuff. I already said it before, I believe, but it smells super heavy, like you're doing your nails or something. But then more intense, in my opinion, than nail polish or acetone remover. I also did these 3 things, which I still don't know the name of. I totally forgot that. From the pumpkins. Now I'm letting the whole stuff dry. Oh, well, actually, I think you can use these blocks here. Here I just have some extra blocks, which I later on am going to glue in the back like this. So you have, you know, one here, one here. You can put this whole thing up. And now you can wait until it's dry. You can speed up the process with using the blow dryer if you want to. That is certainly up to you, of course. I just used some twine here as a separation. And now I have some leaves and greenery that I want to glue, especially here because this part needs some more color. And maybe some here and here, but I don't know that yet. First, let's see how the center turns out. I'm just using the glue gun to attach them to the wood. I am almost done. I really love the greenery in the decor. I just used this different kind of greeneries and some red berries. And now I only need to attach some blocks, some scrap wood, which I still had here on the back, because if I do that, then this thing is able to stand up like this, and that is actually what we want. So, just get my glue gun, and we're done. The blocks are added and the whole thing is able to stand up now. And I'm super happy with this result. The Hello went a little bit better than writing the fall upon the pumpkins, but to be honest, they're still pretty cute. Well, that was it for today. Let us know in the comment section what you think of this DIY. I really forward reading your opinion. And we hope you had fun watching this, and we hope that we could inspire you for the fall decor.
So this was it already for today. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I just hope you got a little bit of inspiration from it. So like I said earlier, if you are new here and you like this content, I hope you will consider subscribing. And of course, for everyone who is here already for a long time, thank you so much for your support. You know we are appreciated so much. So everyone, have a beautiful, beautiful day. Stay safe, take care of yourself, and take care of each other. And we hope to see you in our next video. Love from Dyanne and me. Bye everyone.